All right, welcome YouTube viewers to the channel. We're doing new stuff here at the Final Lap, and we're doing some segments of the show on video on YouTube. So we appreciate you coming along and dealing with our growing pains, because I am very, very new to video. Oh, by the way, the person you're seeing is not Toby. That's Davey Segal. He's filling in for Toby. Yes, we can actually do video stuff now. So this is cool stuff.
Yes, it is. I'm keeping you young with this video stuff, Kerry. We've already aged you a couple years during our recording, so I got to keep you young somehow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody's telling me you got to get on YouTube. You got to get on YouTube. You're doing great content, and just video it and put it up there and see what happens. And so that's what we're doing. But I am really good at audio editing. I am so green when it comes to video editing. So it's kind of fun.
I'm kind of the same way, and my personal laptop, I don't have great editing software, so I'm just balling on a budget out here. But even still, I'm not that good at it too. So we're learning together.
Yeah. All right. Richmond Raceway preview is what we're going to be talking about here. Place holds 98,000, rabid, screaming, foaming at the mouth NASCAR fans, but not this year.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I'll be there though, so I'll be able to report the fans that are there.
All right. So all right, he's going to be there. And the place is 0.7 miles, or 3/4 of a mile oval. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you look at it from above, it looks like a super speedway, but it's not.
Just a very small super speedway.
Right. Absolutely. Banking not too much at 14 degrees, 8 degrees on the front, 2 on the back. Front stretch is 1,290 feet, back stretch 860. Stage 1 ends at 80 laps, stage 2, 235, and then the balance of the race, which is 400 laps or 300 miles. Sound good?
Sound good to me. I'm excited to get to the racetrack, to be honest. Last time I was there was Daytona earlier this year, and it feels like forever, even though it's only been a couple months. Anytime you get to see racing in person makes me a happy camper. I actually went to the Richmond race last year, too. Brad Keselowski absolutely dominated that thing. I think led almost half the race, 192 of the 400 laps. Maybe he'll do it again. I don't know, but this one is going to be during the day, weather permitting, of course. So we'll see if that changes the handling and the balance of different cars.
How's it been at the racetrack? I haven't been since Vegas of last year. And that's due to the fact that, I do one-on-one interviews, and I don't think they're really doing too much of that. It's mainly media center.
Not even. I mean, Daytona, they opened the media center up, but I think that was because it was the Daytona 500 and there was more demand for it. Yeah. Mostly they're just having all media members stay in the press box. You get there at your designated time, you go through your health screening, you get your credential, masked up at all times, you go straight to the press box, you stay there, they give you a box lunch, you do all your coverage from there. You do your Zooms in the press box, just like everybody from home all across the world in the country. And you go home. It's bizarre, because I'm used to getting to the racetrack, as you know. You do it too, like early in the morning. You do your surgical strikes.
That's right.
You can't do those anymore because you have no contact with literally anybody in the sport besides your media compadres in the press box and the PR people that you talk to over the phone to try to get an interview with the driver, maybe. So it is weird vibes. But hopefully, Garage is going to be opening up soon to some VIPs and people that are going to be guests of teams later on this year. So hopefully there's hope on the horizon for potentially later this year, but definitely, hopefully, next year for fans to get back inside the garage and have the unprecedented access that we know and love.
That's bizarre. That really is. I mean, we're doing okay with the phone interviews, and the PR is open to that, and we're doing okay with that, but it's still nothing like being there face-to-face, one-on-one, and doing the interviews that way. So, all right, like you mentioned, last year's winner was Brad Keselowski. The previous two winners, Martin Truex Jr., both in 2019. There was only one Richmond race last year.
Actually, there's an interesting conundrum that I want to bring up. Because the year before Truex swept, Kyle Busch swept.
Right.
Then the year after, Truex swept. And last year, even though there wasn't two races, Brad Keselowski won the lone race. So is that considered a sweep? And if it is there ever been a time where there's been three sweeps in a row at Richmond? I know it's kind of like, because one race, not really a sweep. But you know what I mean? That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and good use of the word conundrum. I like that.
Thank you. I'm smart sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, absolutely.
Sounds
all right, so check out all the Martin Truex Jr. action from Richmond, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox. I mean, he's won 2 of the last 3, so got to keep an eye on the 19 car.
Even though it's not Martinsville,
True.
Still one of his many home tracks, so I'm sure that he will have a lot of support.
he could get richer at Richmond.
I like that.
All right, let's get into the segment here where the drivers and stats and Toby just absolutely loves putting this together, but I had to put it together. It's just a lot of drivers and stats. Drivers raging at Richmond. I got that from my 11-year-old who gets angry at video games. I'm just raging, Dad. Raging. Okay. It's just a video game.
So I'm not the only one keeping you young then.
No. I mean, he's teaching me all my video tricks. Are you kidding? I'm walking around the house with the latest video I have to edit. I'm like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I actually switched to iPad to do the video editing because he has no idea how it works on the Mac. He's like, I don't know where anything is. So I'm like, okay,
Murphey, a visionary.
That's right. I better switch to the iPad and do this just so I have a mentor.
Wow. 11-year-old mentor. That's what we get in 2021.
And he taps around the iPad with iMovie, just flying around.
Oh, I'm sure he's a wizard. Oh, yeah.
How did you do that? Can you go back like 10 steps, please? Dad.
He's like, Dad, come on.
Exactly. Just tap. All right, drivers raging at Richmond. Kyle Larson tops the list. He's got a win, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s, average finish of 11.7.
I forgot that Kyle Larson has a win at Richmond. That's interesting. Brad Keselowski's got 2 wins, 6 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and an average finish of 12.2. Again, his most recent win coming last year.
And his teammate Joey Logano has a couple of wins, 10 top 5s, 13 top 10s, average finish of 10.8.
Martinsville is going to be raging at Richmond. Martin Truex Jr., 2 wins, 6 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and an average finish of 17.3. But that doesn't tell the full story because as of late, he has been lights out there.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time when Martin Truex Jr. hadn't won at a short track, and now
he was like 0 for 80. Yeah. And now he's 5 of the last 12. That's a good percentage. It out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Kevin Harvick was a master at Richmond in the Xfinity Series, and I think it was the Busch Series back then, but he's got 3 Cup wins, 15 top 5s, 26 top 10s, average finish. That's pretty good, 9.7.
Better is Kyle Busch. Sorry, I skipped one.
Yep, you skipped one. That's mine. You can't have that one.
Sorry. Denny Hamlin, he's a little bit better, though. 3 wins, 13 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and an average finish of 9.2. Plus, this being one of his home tracks, too. We'll see if he can get a victory there, his first one of the season.
He's got a bunch of them. Kyle Busch, he leads them all, 6 wins. He, I guess, is the official master at Richmond. 18 top 5s, 23 top 10s, and his average finish is just, I mean, it's better than everybody. 6.8 is solid.
He needs a good run, too, so this would be a good track to get it at.
Yeah, one of the drivers that doesn't have a win this year, just like defending champion Chase Elliott. It's amazing.
Only has 1 win in the last, almost 2 full years. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah. All right. I think that does it for our YouTube segment here. Thank you, Davey Segal, for filling in for Toby Christie. If you're watching us on YouTube, we truly thank you. Please, put up with our growing pains. We're going to get better, I promise. And I think you have to do like, subscribe, and mash that bell.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and you got to point below or something.
Right, point below, which I'm not sure what I'm going to put down there.
No, I don't know either.
Just do something
somewhere
down
there.
Below. Yeah. All right, I think we got the YouTube stuff out of the way. Up next, we've got fantasy racing with Rowdy Dragon. So if you're watching on YouTube, now you got to go to the podcast and get your fantasy picks. See, now you got to do everything with us. All right, this is TFLW.